How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here. I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day. Please give this video a thumbs up if you guys really enjoy it. Subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button so you guys don't miss out on a future video or streams here on my channel. Also, make sure to head over to Twitch. Follow me there for free at Douglas447. Again, that's on Twitch at Douglas447. I stream there at least once a week, whether it be Call of Duty, Battlefield, Halo, something else like that. I will stream. And of course, we're going to be talking about the new movie that came out this year in 2020, The Secret Society of Second-Born Royals. This is a Disney Plus exclusive. You can't watch this anywhere else. So do keep that in mind that if you are interested at all in checking out this movie and you don't have Disney Plus, you're going to have to get Disney Plus in order to watch this movie. This movie is about an hour and 39 minutes long. And as always, guys, we're going to talk about positives and negatives, and this video is going to be really short because this movie kind of was it was average. I watched the trailer and I'm just like, yeah, there's a new movie coming in Disney Plus this weekend, and I'm like, it was pretty good. I wasn't like blown away. There was nothing in this movie that like blew me away. There's nothing in this movie that really made me like hate the movie. I was just like, it was a movie for a movie's sake. Um, I can see the fact that they're probably going to try to make this into a trilogy, or the ending is going to spawn a TV show, and I'll get into the cliffhanger ending in just a little bit. So, first of all, this is a very good coming of age film that the entire family can enjoy. At 26, I enjoyed this movie. I thought this was a really great film. Younger audiences are obviously going to enjoy this movie a lot more than older, but I think the older audiences, 30, 40, 50, 60, I think they'll still have a blast watching this movie. This is one of the best films that I've seen in a couple months, where it does a great job of mixing fantasy, mystery, action, adventure, and I just really enjoyed it. This film does have a unique, somewhat unique spin on the whole superhero formula of learning who you are on the inside and what are your powers, but it's only so unique for so long, and then it falls into the traps of being like every other superhero movie we've ever seen, like X-Men, the Avengers. We'll talk about negatives. It's unique for a little bit, and then it falls into the traps of the whole superhero formula. This movie is very funny, which is something I did not expect based on the trailer. This movie is extremely funny. I was constantly laughing throughout this film. It was really great. I enjoyed Sam, Princess Sam, and the other four second-born royals on screen, and learning about their powers and whatnot, and learning how they have to train and learn how to harness them and control them for combat's sake. Um, and even with the fact that this is somewhat of a superhero adventure, this movie is more of a character piece. This film focuses less on action and focuses a lot more on the characters and character arcs, which allows these new child actors to actually show their acting talent and to grow, which I really enjoyed. I think that honestly you'll enjoy this movie if you grew up watching the Disney classics and you enjoyed those, like Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, um, things of that nature. The Lion King, Fox and the Hound. And if you're into like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, whether it be Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever, I think you'll also enjoy this movie for sure. And then the cliffhanger ending really does a great job setting for a sequel. I know normally when I say, "Oh, this has a cliffhanger ending for a sequel," I really don't like it. But honestly, I'm I'm fine with how they left it with the cliffhanger ending in order to make it where in the sequel, if they end up doing so, they work to try to capture the double agent that infiltrated the secret society. So I'm okay with that because I want this sequel, if they do it, to grow and build upon the foundation that this first movie did. I just hope that the sequel can expand and grow the universe a lot more than this movie did. For negatives, things happen off screen that constantly lead to things happening on screen that makes zero sense. For example, they use an apple as a device in order to break out the main villain in this movie out of a prison, which is just really stupid. And the only reason they used a apple is because it's Disney, and it was really annoying. The narrator character was extremely irritating off and on screen. He's just there narrating, and when he's not narrating, he's just giving expository dialogue. He does have one little fight scene that lasts like 10-15 seconds, and other than that, he's there to be the person that gives you information. Really bad character arc. I gotta mention the fact that this movie, like I said earlier, this film tries to be unique and different from the superhero formula, and it does so for the first 15 or so minutes, and then it falls into the trap of becoming a plot of a mix of Avengers having basically a bat cave underneath this royal palace. It's a mix of Descendants, Artemis Fowl, Runaways, and X-Men, and Fantastic Four. And I'm just like, they decided to cram all these ideas and properties that Disney controls and smash them into one movie. And although it technically works, it also means that this film lacks some originality at times. And then also this film was a drag to watch. Like, I literally was looking at my phone while I was watching this movie, and I'm like, this movie is an hour and 39 minutes long. It only needed to be like an hour and 10. This movie drags on forever, and you're like, okay, the movie should have ended now. Oh, we still have another half an hour? Okay, 10 minutes later. The movie's still going. It just drags and drags and drags. The movie is way too long. And then lastly, let's talk about the villain. The villain is hardly seen in this movie for like 80% of the film. He's not in the movie. And then when he does show up, he's not all that menacing. He's really not. He doesn't do much, and he's also easily defeated. This villain that this movie has, I almost forgot that there was a villain in the movie because of how little he's actually in the movie and how little he actually does. And then the fact that the villain is Princess Sam's uncle, Sam being the main character in this movie, the fact that the villain is Sam's uncle wasn't shocking. I'm like, this movie had to follow basically every single Disney trope of the family member in a Disney movie is the villain. And I'm just like, it's really uninspiring, to be honest with you guys. Honestly, if you have Disney Plus, I encourage you guys to check it out. Watch it at least once. It's probably going to be forgettable for most people. Honestly, I had a blast watching it. I'll probably watch it 2 or 3 more times with some other friends and family members that don't have Disney Plus, just so they can see it and whatnot. And it's a good popcorn flick. Good time with your friends. You don't need to be drunk. But it's not something to write home about. It's not like, this is the movie you should get Disney Plus subscription for so you can watch this movie. It's nowhere near that. With that, guys, I'm giving Secret Society of Second Born Royals on Disney Plus only from 2020 a 7 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys all have a fabulous day. I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Bye, guys.